Rise of the Forgotten Blades, an epic RPG tale within Roblox Rivals. In the ever-expanding digital universe of Roblox, game modes capture the spirit of adventure and glory like the RPG-style arena battles in Roblox Rivals. Known for its fast-paced combat involving weapons and class-based strategy, the Rivals RPG mode isn't just about swinging swords or casting spells, it's a journey of personal growth. Trust, betrayal, and the pursuit of a forgotten power buried deep in the heart of the game's world. Among the thousands of players who enter its magical maps, few have ever completed the ultimate quest. Still have lived to tell the tale. But one group of unlikely heroes dared to challenge the impossible and write their names into Roblox legend forever. It began in a quiet corner of the floating hub city known as Rivalry. Every RPG team started here, choosing their classes, customizing their gear, and preparing for the next dungeon raid or PvP war. Among the new faces were for players who had never met before that day. Kale, a quiet swordsman who just unlocked the dual blade class, Era, a line-based healer with sharp instincts, Trent, the brute warrior known for smashing through teams with raw strength, and Silas, a shadow rogue who rarely spoke but was feared on every leaderboard. They were thrown together by a random party generator, but from the very first battle it was clear they had chemistry. Their early quests were nothing special. A few raids against goblin camps and lava spire map and some daily PvP skirmishes. But what caught their attention was a mysterious NPC that had recently appeared and happened reach cloaked in dark robes and always muttering the same message when click the blades must return. The cycle is not to seek the trial of Echoes. Players dismissed it as an Easter egg or a broken quest, but Silas thought otherwise. He had seen references to ancient weapons and a lost temple hidden beyond the standard maps, while others farmed experience and chased leaderboard clouds, mystery wherever it led. What followed was a hidden quest line so complex it stretched across maps no one had thought to explore. They deciphered clues in forgotten ruins, collected lost fragments from defeated mini-bosses, and solved riddles only visible during moon phases in-game. The trial of Echoes was real, and it opened a portal to a secret zone, Cradle of Storms, a place untouched by other players and filled with enemies that adapted to each team's tactics. One wrong move meant total wipe and reset. This wasn't just another dungeon. This was something deeper. Inside the cradle, the four adventurers faced enemies that mirrored their abilities. Gale fought a dark version of himself, faster and deadlier. Era had to shield the group from magic that mimicked her own. Dren's strength was tested against armored giants immune to blunt force, and Silas was hunted by a phantom rogue that knew his every move. Hours passed and their supplies ran low. They could have given up and logged out, but something drove them forward. The center of the cradle, they found what they had been searching for altars, each calling to one of them. And they stood together, light filled the sky, and the forgotten blades reappeared. These weren't just weapons. Each one had a legacy. Kale's blade pulsed with wind magic, Era's staff healed through time, Dren's hammer summoned shockwaves, and Silas's daggers blinked between realities. With these tools, the team had to face one final boss, the Echo King, a shape-shifting warlord who merged all their powers and fought like all of them at once. The battle raged for 20 minutes non-stop. No rest, no lag, no room for error. Every move had to be timed perfectly. Era's heals were down to seconds. Gale had to parry every strike. Dren took hit after hit to prevent them, and Silas struck from shadows hoping to finish the job. When the Echo King finally fell, the game froze for a moment. A system-wide announcement appeared. Rivals' unknown team completed the forgotten trial. All of Roblox Rivals paused to witness it. They returned to Rivalry to find their names floating above statues built in their honor. The weapons they earned were permanent, marked with the word Eternal in their party name. The Forgotten Blades became an official title that future teams could earn only by completing the same quest, but none ever did it the same way. Players everywhere tried to replicate the run, but without the same bond or patience, they always fell short. Kale, Era, Dren, and Silas had done something not just rare, but unforgettable. Their story spread across YouTube, TikTok and Discord. Fan art exploded, cosplays followed, and though the team eventually went their separate ways, their legacy changed the game. Developers expanded the RPG mode based on the paths they forged. More secret quests appeared. New weapons inspired by their journey were released. But none had the mystery, the power, or the emotional depth of the original Trial. Today, when new players enter Roblox Rivals or PG mode, they still hear whispers of the Echo King and the four who defeated him. Cradle of Storms remains locked to all but the most determined explorers. And every once in a while a new team forms hoping to follow in their footsteps. Most fail. But the challenge remains and the world waits for the next team bold enough to rewrite their own chapter in the saga of Roblox Rivals. In a game filled with action, loot, and endless battles, it was just persistence and the spark of discovery that turned for strangers into legends. That's what makes the RPG world of Roblox Rivals more than just a game. It's a place where heroes rise not by luck, but by choosing to take the harder path together even when no one else believes in the journey.